Two ways that you can format your CV and resume for that job that you want to apply for. The first way is go to the website where you found the job that you want to apply for, or you have the link to the job you want to apply for, or the job posting, and then you will see the job responsibilities and expected job requirements. Copy those information and then keep it on the side. Look at what role exactly do you want to apply for. Then you go to ChatGPT, that is the mobile app, for iOS or for Android, or you go for the website, that's chat.openai.com. So now that you copied these responsibilities, you've copied it and then you kept it. When you go to the website, ask the website. Now, when it comes to using AI, your prompt is super important. The prompt you use, what you tell the AI to do, is super important. So with this first method, you tell the AI to assume, you can tell the AI to assume the role of a recruiter and then format the resume. But the part we want to like really, really take is tell the AI to assume the role of that particular role you're applying for. For example, now a role of a content creator, and then you put in this role and responsibility and tell it to create a resume for you based on that role and these roles and responsibilities. You emphasize that it should also give you a definitive result for each experience, and definitive results for each experience, and for a definitive KPI. So this way, your CV, your resume will not just talk about what you did, but also the result you got. So your prompt should tell the AI to, because if you notice, I was trying out different, because you try out some prompts and then you look at the results. You don't just copy and paste. Don't just do verbatim. So when you put in your prompt and then you look at the results, if it doesn't look like what you would go with, always go ahead to tweak the prompts. So just like I tweaked this prompt till I got to the prompts that you will see later in this video. So that is the first thing you should pay attention to. Okay, so now the next thing you should do, you've told the AI to use the job responsibilities and requirements to create a resume that suits it. So it's going to give you a result, that's a resume that you can use. So you can now edit that resume to actually suit your actual experience that you have. So the second method will be to you have your resume. Now this one is, you didn't put any of your information there. You just copy the roles and responsibilities and the job requirements, and then you ask ChatGPT or whatever AI you're using. You can use Microsoft Bard, you can use Microsoft Bing Chat AI, and then, or you can use Google Bard, and then so now the second method would be you bring out your experience, the actual experience you have. Maybe you have a resume that you have and you want to format that resume to really look like what can be used for a job role. So when you bring out that your resume, write out you can copy out the experience you have, where you worked, what you did in that work, in that place, and then you copy it out and you feed it into ChatGPT, and then you tell ChatGPT to um, to assume the role and write that resume to um, assume the role, and then you're going to give it the roles and responsibilities plus the information on your resume. Remember the first one, it was just the roles and responsibility, but this time around you're giving it information from your CV. You're giving it information from your CV. Said, write a resume for me and align this resume below with the roles and responsibilities. So you put in your experience, and then you put in the responsibilities and the job requirement. So what ChatGPT is going to do for you is that, see what it's going to do for you now. It's going to bring out a CV that would showcase. Make sure you always tell it to um, add KPI and result, because you don't just want to put out a resume that just shows what you just did without actually showing the results you achieved. So see, this is the result it brought out. It was able to blend, you know, you know, look at the prompts too. It said assume the role of a CV or resume expert. You can also say assume the role you're applying for. You say, oh, I'm applying for this role, and I want you to format my resume to fit the roles and responsibilities expected of the role. So you put the roles and responsibility, you put your resume. Always make sure you indicate which one is your resume and which one are the roles and responsibilities, and then you feed it into it, and the result is going to come out. So this is how to, so you can now copy it out. So don't use the copy unless you want to edit it, but you can just simply use your mouse to glide over and copy the content and paste on a Google Doc or Microsoft Word, and then you edit it to make sure it's stellar. So this now saved your time. So this is how to write your resume in 5 minutes. Trust me, you can do all of this. You can do all of this in 5 minutes, from your prompt to your execution, because all you're doing is just to put in your prompt, assume the role of a resume expert, assume the role of the role you are trying to apply for. You tell the ChatGPT to assume that role, and then edit, assume the role of a resume expert, and use this information to write a resume that will meet these roles and responsibilities, and for each experience indicate KPI and the result achieved, and ChatGPT is going to give it to you. And I hope you really try this. I'll be expecting your feedback. Don't hesitate to tell me how this went.